Hello, friends. This is Emmanuel. This is Summer 66, Day 61. I'm in front of the camera. Behind the camera is John Seedorf, who has been helping us from day one to get these videos to us. So make sure you thank John for his commitment and diligence, not just to God's kingdom, but to community here at Charity. So day 61, we're working and walking our way through Second Peter. And the theme this morning is grow in grace and in knowledge. I love that theme. Grow in grace and in knowledge. Don't grow in pride. Don't grow in haughtiness. Don't grow in boastfulness. Grow in grace. If you're going to grow today, grow in grace and grow in the knowledge of Jesus Christ. Imagine with me for a minute false teachings threatening the very foundation of your faith, and false teachings that twist doctrines for selfish motivation. This is the world that Second Peter is written in, and Peter is urging the believers to grow in spiritual maturity, to be able to grow to such an extent that they are able to discern truth from error. Okay? So growing your faith to such a point where you're able to discern truth from falsehood. There's a lot of falsehoods out there. So we're called to grow in our faith so that we can be able to discern truth from falsehood. All right, I love this verse, which we quoted earlier. Grow in the grace and the knowledge of our Lord Jesus Christ. 2 Peter 3:18. You can put that on the bumper sticker. I am growing today in grace, and I'm growing in my knowledge of Jesus Christ. 2 Peter 2:1 is another one. It says, beware of false teachers. Beware of false teachers. There's a lot of false teachers out there. Peter is encouraging the believers to beware of false teachers. Be on your guard against false teachers. And then it says in 2 Peter 3:8, it says, with the day of the Lord coming, the day of the Lord is like one day to the Lord is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like one day. That's the God we worship, my friends. A day with the Lord is like 1,000 years. All right, a little bit of history here. This was written, more than likely written near the end of Peter's life, and it was written to warn the church against heresy. Heresy simply means false teachings, right? So to warn against heresies, but to encourage towards steadfast faith. So it was written to warn against heresy, but encourage towards steadfast faith. The theology of 2 Peter stresses the certainty of Christ's return and the importance of holiness while we're waiting. And we've talked about this before, right? So while we're waiting for Christ's return, we're called to be holy as God's people. So that's the theology of 2 Peter. He highlights the dangers of false teachers who exploit the church, right? False teachings that exploit the church and minimize the work of Jesus Christ, the finished work of the cross. Practical takeaways. Number one, pursue continual growth in knowledge and in godliness. If you're going to grow today, grow in grace, grow in the knowledge of Jesus Christ. Number two, stay alert against false teachings. Number three, live with hopeful anticipation of the return of Jesus Christ. So 2 Peter invites you to mature faith, to watchful obedience, and in uncertain times, 2 Peter says to you and to me that, like we always say here at Summer 66, God's got you.